Whatever bench we put out, number one, I feel nothing but pride, because I know that these benches will save life. Picture the scene, I'm having dark thoughts and I wander into a park, and in the distance I see this light, and I wonder what this light is. And as I make my way to it, I approach the light, and I see this bench, and the message, someone is always listening, lit up in bright light, even in the darkness. So in itself, that's a message. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Hi, my name's Micky Hazard. I'm a former professional footballer, and I'm here to support Legends on the Bench charity, who have set up a charity that designs and creates benches, park benches to go in every park throughout the UK. They're called suicide and prevention benches, and they have QR codes on them and plaques with direct links to telephone numbers of people who specialise in talking to people who are having very, very dark thoughts. It's somewhere for someone to go, be alone, but know that there's help and support right there at the very moment that you need it.
And why is this cause important?
The cause is incredibly important to me because it's very close to home. My sister, 23-year-old son Jay, hung himself. So rather than wallow in self-pity, my sister decided that she wanted to stop what happened to our family happening to any other family. So she set up this charity, or had the idea to set up the charity. We then got it up and running, and of course from there it's escalated, and it's proved that there's a world out there that wants for mental health issues to be more people to be more aware of and understand more about them. That way we'll have less suicides, less mental health issues, because we're all there to support and help them and take away the stigma of mental health. There's no stigma attached to it whatsoever.
And can you tell me a bit about this bench in particular, Caroline, and its significance?
Yeah, well, this bench in particular was a bench that we'd been talking with the Tottenham Sports Centre about putting here, because it's a fantastic sport. It's a fantastic sports centre that does an incredible amount of work for charity. And then we came up with the idea of making it in memory of Caroline, because the manager was very good friends with Caroline's mum. But much more important than any of that, the message is so much more powerful, because what it says is that we can talk about mental health, and we always think, well, you've got to be poor to take your own life, or you've got to be out of work, or you've got to be a bad gambler. It's not. It can happen to them. It doesn't. Mental health and suicide doesn't discriminate. It can attack anybody, and this is a powerful message because of who it is. Caroline Flack took her own life at the very height of her fame and her status, a TV star, and who was growing and incredibly popular. She was loved by everybody who knew her, but she was loved by so many more who knew her through TV shows. And it's evidence and proof that it doesn't discriminate. It attacks anybody.
Last question: what do you hope people will see and feel when they come to this bench or any of the benches?
Whatever bench we put out, number one, I feel nothing but pride, because I know that these benches will save life. Picture the scene, I'm having dark thoughts and I wander into a park, and in the distance I see this light, and I wonder what this light is. And as I make my way to it, I approach the light, and I see this bench, and the message, someone is always listening, lit up in bright light, even in the darkness. So in itself, that's a message. There's light at the end of the tunnel, and then underneath you see plaques with telephone numbers of people to contact who could help you survive this moment in time that can pass if you'll just speak. But I hope that if we achieve one thing, it's that one, we save lives, but if we can get people who sit on the bench in their moments of need, their darkest moments, they find a place to sit and think and find some solace, but also know that there's a phone call, a telephone number there that I can call and I can discuss and I can become we. And that's the key. The minute we get them speaking and talking, we can save them. That's the key to it all. And that's why the bench is there. That's why it's so important. And that's why it's got all those contact telephone numbers of specialists who can save your life. Brilliant. Thank you.